Hey, what's up, my Job Corps brothers and sisters out there? I want to encourage you today with a bit of insight from my personal experience, but also coming from a place, because I've been there, done that. Like, you have to believe in you and know that you can accomplish it. You feel me? Over 10 years ago, kicking it with my good brother. My man, he got me about like 8 to 10 years, right? So I'm 42 years old, and back then, and I say back then, that was on like 11, 12 years ago. He made mentions of stock. I wasn't caring about no stocks. All I wanted to do just kick it and hang out, right? He used to always say, man, it don't fit in the budget. And, you know, I thought it was cool because I idolized my man. And so it's like those things, those was like additional qualities about him that I was intrigued by and I admired. You know what I mean? Like, to a point where I would tell, like Mighty always say, it don't fit in the budget. You know what I mean? Like, it was like super cool. And his whole thing was like, he had it, but when it came down to going out of town and going to do things that he really wanted to do, that's what that was for. It wasn't for, you know, around in the city, like just hanging out, kicking it, going to the club and bars and stuff like that. Like, he was on another level than that. That was the level I was on. So when he was like, it didn't fit in the budget, you know, I thought it was a cool thing to say. But I should have really, really like adapted that. Along with that and a few other things that I knew he was on, I should have picked up on that, because that would have saved me a number of years due to the mistakes that I made with that, and also the financial struggles that you know that I encountered after that. So when I say, like, don't think that you can't accomplish something, the thing is, you have to be willing to learn. So when he was talking about stocks, which there was really no extensive conversation on that, it didn't register to me, or I didn't grab a hold to that, because I looked at subconsciously, I looked at that as yeah, I can't do that. It's not possible that I can get in stocks, because, you know, like, I had no knowledge of it, so I thought it was this great big thing that, you know, like, I had to like reach to the sky and be able to do it. My limited thinking, right? Certain habits and just certain things that I had to adapt, and I also had to implement to make sure that I would be positioned in the future, because I was living for the here and the now. So please don't live for the here and the now. There's no future in that. There's no future in that. Any opportunity that you can get to learn new information, any opportunity that you get to where you can be exposed to more, be exposed to better, like, take full advantage of it. It will help you in the long run. Don't be so caught in the here and the now to where there are tangible things and resources at your fingertips, at your disposal. Don't be so locked in on the in and now, on the here and the now, that you are blinded by what can actually be a seed or a stepping stone for you into your future, to where you won't get stuck in the here and the now, doing the here and the now, enjoying the here and the now, And it's all about being being all about the here and the now, to where you are stunting your growth to who you can become. Like, seriously, like, take full advantage of what's accessible to you. And I've been speaking about that these past couple of weeks. But as I was thinking about this conversation earlier that I was going to have with you guys right now, like, I was just thinking about, just things I could have learned from Kinfolk, considering he was 8-10 years older than me, and he was quite on his stuff, and I was at his feet. Could have learned a plethora of things, or at least specific things that really could have helped me in that moment, as well as prepared and equipped me for the next. But because I had limited thinking accomplishments, I went on that. Don't lose sight of a bright future that you can have, settling for the here and the now entertainment, the here and the now kicking it, the here and the now limited belief, because you can make it possible. You can go out to do great things. You can accomplish much, right? Don't look at someone who's doing an awesome job or doing great things in life. Don't look at it as this big, gigantic, oh, it's impossible for me type of deal. Take that as, if they can do it, I can do it too, because they bleed like me. If they the same race, because they look like me, because they same background, things that they've been through in life, like you've experienced that. Those are important evidence and proof that it is possible for you. So if that means sitting at their feet, and obviously I'm not talking about anything bad or nothing like that, but if you can sit at their feet and learn from them, if you can kind of like watch and see like some of the moves that they make, then I'm not saying model that, but what can you get from what you know pertaining to their journey, or some decisions that they've made or are making, connections that they are making, rooms that they are in? What can you take from that where it can help you where you are to get to the next step and the next level? And even if it's something that you can't necessarily implement now, still receive it and put it in your toolkit, put it in your storage for when the moment and time come where you are ready for that. You can kick it into another gear, like you have something that you can access to where you don't miss a beat. You don't have to stop. You can just go into the storage and apply the stuff that you've learned, that you picked up, answers and solutions from the questions that you've asked. That way you can always stay grounded, and you can always have your feet to the ground in motion. You don't have to stop. You don't have to lose momentum. You can continue on making progress throughout your process of life of walking into your brighter future. The ultimate thing is believe and know that you can. Don't be so blinded by the here and now, because you'll get stuck in the here and now, and 8 years later it still look like the here and now. Take full advantage and opportunity to learn, to grow, kill the limited belief, and start believing that it's possible for you. Start believing that you have what it takes, that you're smart enough. Start to believe that, yeah, it may be hard, it may be difficult. It's going to be much harder and difficult if I stay here. And 5-10 years later, I'm older, but I'm still stuck here. Believe that although it's going to be hard, the journey may be a little rocky, a little bumpy, a little challenging, that you are going to get on the other side of what you're going through now. What you've experienced in life in the past. Believe that you will accomplish, you will achieve, and you will succeed in whatever you put your mind to, whatever your commitment is, whatever you're locked in, focused on, whatever you are going for. Have the mindset, no matter how long it's going to take, I will accomplish and I will get there. No matter what I go through, have that perspective. This is just part of the process. I'm still going to learn, grow, develop, mature, and do all that I can to make sure that I do arrive there. Because that future that you see, that future that you believe, you have to believe that's mine. And if it come easy, I may not appreciate it much. I might lose it. But because it's hard and it's going to be difficult and it's going to be challenging, that's all the more reasons why I need to be going forward. Because I will appreciate it more. I will be responsible to make sure not only that I reach there, I acquire and obtain, but I will also maintain and sustain all that I'm going to put in the work for, because it's mine. And I have to be a good steward and a good manager to manage it well, to make sure that it remains fruitful, but it also multiply. You feel me? That you don't just hold on to it, but you cultivate it to make sure that it grow rich. And yes, you have what it takes. You have all that it takes. The most important factor is you believing that you have what it takes, and you believing that you can and you will make it happen. And you can and will make it happen. So please, right now, believe, go and make it happen. That future is yours. Go birth it. Go breathe life into it. Go put some energy on it. All right? In the meantime, I'll see you all in a little bit. Share this with the other Job Corps brother and or sister and whoever else you feel in your heart can really use it. And until we meet and connect again, you guys stay blessed. Much love. Peace.